I was the youngest of 6 children, so as my older siblings grew up and moved away from home, I was so excited to finally get my own private bedroom. Unfortunately, I almost immediately began having a very scary dream. I would be asleep and I would be awakened, usually by the sound of a cat right outside the window, and open my eyes, and there was a man standing by my bed. He never did anything or said anything. His expression never changed. There was nothing, if you saw him, that would make you terrified by his presence, but I was very afraid of him. He would stand and look at me. Finally, after what would seem like an hour or more, he would turn and just sort of dissipate. In the closet, there was a little tiny door, like a hobbit door. I felt like he was coming from there. Every night before I went to bed, I would make sure the hobbit door was closed. The problem was that when I would come home from school, and I was always too embarrassed to say, I don't like sleeping in this room, and so I would just sleep there, and then every time I would have that terrifying dream, and I would wake up and my head would hurt, my heart would be beating so hard, and I could never get back to sleep because I was just scared all the time in that room of that man. On the bright side, I never ever dreamed about him in any other room, in any other house, at any other time. And so finally, in my early 20s, I said, Mom, I can't sleep in that room. And I described the dream to her. And even though my mother was a devout Catholic and probably did not believe in ghosts, I know she must have believed in heaven and hell. So maybe it wasn't that much of a stretch for her to have just a little bit of pause about that room. She did use that room for storage, but kind of in a strange kind of nod to that maybe what I was dreaming was real. She always kept that door locked after that. The last time and the breaking point when I finally admitted to her that I could not sleep in that room any longer was a night when it started out as usual, and I heard the cat meow, and I opened my eyes, and sure enough, this man was standing there, and I could see that he was going to go through the door, and that I had to stop him, and only I could stop him, and if I didn't, something really bad could happen. I grabbed his arms, and I could feel his elbows in the palms of my hands, and I was trying to shout at him that he did not have my permission to leave the room. And I literally left the room, shut the door behind me, and slept in another bedroom that night. And I never slept in that room again.